other interesting political news, you have AOC suffering a meltdown saying that the Democrats actually outnumber Trump, Elon, and Republicans. Which, well, in terms of people who are here in the country, people are making fun of her. She's actually probably right if you include illegals. Now, if you want to delineate that in terms of who are law-abiding voters, then obviously she is wrong. Now, this comes as thanks to libs at TikTok, in which she says, quote, AOC is now going on a rant about Trump, Elon, and Republicans, screeching, we outnumber them, we outnumber them. And of course, in reality, you can see the beautiful electoral map. Or, let's be honest, if Trump were talking about this, he would probably say, the most beautiful map I've seen in decades. Beautiful, so much red, so much unification. The Democrats were so stupid. They pushed RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard right into the Republican Party. We are now the party of unity. Look how unified that map is. Only the states that don't have voter ID, coincidentally, they voted for Kamala Harris. Only took California 12 to 15 days to count their votes. Pathetic, obviously, which, yeah, fascinating how an overwhelming majority, I think, what was it, like 14 of the 15 states Kamala Harris won, did not require voter ID. I'm sure that's just a coincidence, of course. It's not like they would ever cheat or anything. And again, the results was Trump 312 to Kamala Harris 226 electoral votes. And Trump also won the popular election with 77,302,580 votes compared to Kamala Harris getting, quite concerning still, 17,613 votes, which, again, it's actually quite concerning that people still voted for her, considering, I mean, her running mate, Tim Walz, literally said there's no guarantee of free speech. She wanted to tax unrealized gains and pretty much wanted to just had no modicum of intelligence and couldn't speak articulately, which is coming from me. I mean, if I speak more articulately than Kamala Harris, that's saying something. Now, in terms of AOC's speech, I apologize. It might feel like an eternity of pain and misery. However, it looks like it's less than 40 seconds of dialogue from AOC. So it might feel like hell, but we'll get through it together. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. I should put a visual disclaimer. Let's see what she has to say.
Just like these problems can seem comprehensive and also overwhelming and complex, understand that we outnumber them.
False.
We outnumber them, okay? The people outnumber the 1%. And it's not just about 1% and 99. It's not just about that too. Also, everyday people of all sorts of income brackets also overwhelm the number of the corrupt, okay? Understand our strategic advantages in this moment. We outnumber them. Do not forget that. We outnumber them so dramatically that they have to try to control media and communication channels and apps.
I mean, I make fun of AOC being as mentally vacuous as a donkey. I mean, she's trying to say that Republicans control all the media outlets. Really? Fox News is barely conservative. I would say they were mostly left-leaning these days when you've seen the kind of things they publish and the internal memos they pass around. What do you have? I mean, you have X, formerly known as Twitter, that actually allows free speech. I don't think that means a right-wing thing. And what else? You have Rumble.com, which is an exceptional streaming platform. I love it. But when she's talking about, who controls all the media? Big tech. Where do they donate overwhelmingly? 90 plus percentile. 95 plus percent Democrats. Who was giving all that money, all that government money, all that quote unquote aid money? Oh yeah, it was going to major media outlets from the Democrat government, all to the media channels that are owned by liberals. I'm pushing leftist ideologies. And yet she's saying, oh yeah, all the right-wingers, they control the media. What?
Etc. Because they want to and need to invoke docility, passivity in the masses in order for them to get away with what they're doing.
I'm actually shocked. That's like the biggest word she's ever said. That's actually pretty impressive for her. I'll give her some kudos. She's actually expanding her vernacular, which, yeah, it's pretty impressive for her. And I'd say it went moderately, pretty viral. I got right under 1 million views and 16,000 likes, with one of the first comments coming from Paul Suzupa saying, quote, AOC is trying to incite mob violence. It's why she's what she always does, getting 390 likes. Canadian Republican Such a sad SOB, stuck behind enemy lines with that tyrant Justin Trudeau, with big government, big taxing, and of course disarming the people there. I'll give this freedom. Oh, I'm already following him. That's why he's at the top. Canadian Republican. He'll be happy once he becomes the 51st state. We give them the Second Amendment of freedom of speech and more. Got 5 likes though for saying she's completely delusional. Clown World says math is hard for AOC, getting 1.3 thousand likes. True. AKA says, quote, last I checked, President Trump won the election and popular vote. So no, AOC, we outnumber you. Getting 6.5 thousand likes. Base Electrician says, quote, AOC, the people overwhelmed the number of corrupt. The people voted to end corruption in November, getting 123 likes. Yep. Play of memes F- today. They again do not have a meme for us. A little disappointed. It's not like I'm entitled. It's their name, right? Right? Is it me? Am I expecting too much from the alleged planet of memes? Now, this alleged planet of memes says, quote, AOC is suffering hard from TDS, EDS, and DDS, getting 582 likes. You have Nom Nom saying she's the next level. It's a picture of AOC. It says, that's not just stupid, that's AOC stupid, getting 28 likes. Let's see. EF Hunton parody account says, if she only had a brain. It's an AI-generated picture of AOC dressed up as what was it? The Tin Man from I was gonna say, yeah, is the Tin Man, yeah. From I was about to say, geez Louise, it's been a long day. What was that old classic movie? Yellow Brick Road? Yeah, The Wizard of Oz. Wow, that was a brain fart for sure. I got 265 likes, which, yeah. Again, I mean, I'll give her credit. She's good at social media and getting people to vote for her. Yeah, she keeps winning, and she's very popular on social media. Megan Michelle says, quote, what the hell does she think she's going to do? She ran screaming R-word when she was nowhere near the Capitol building on January 6th. What the hell does she think she's going to do up against the most armed party in the country, getting 115 likes? You have a picture of just Trump pointing to the electoral map, where it shows by county, the United States is overwhelmingly red, with the exception of the cities, getting 184 likes. Carson Crow says, math escapes AOC as completely as politics and facts do, getting 117 likes. Romanti says, raise your hand if AOC is a waste of space. And it's AOC with the salute that everyone is saying is, well, they said Elon was giving the Nazi salute when, again, every politician does the same rudimentary salute. Got 228 likes for that. Let's see. You also have Florida Mick saying, quote, AOC had Twitter remove this photo. Keep it alive. She hates it. And say, kind of like a caricature they get on the boardwalk of her. And it says 213 likes for that. You have Florida 1 says, quote, the libs are scattered and have zero cohesion in grassroots. Protecting deportation if illegal crime is insane. MAGA is grassroots and only getting stronger, getting 63 likes. The Truth Man also says, nothing is more pathetic than an elected official sitting in a room by herself, filming a selfie saying between every other word, between every other word, the people of New York should be embarrassed, getting 80 likes, which, and that is actually the fascinating thing about public speaking once people get into politics, is kind of ironic and funny. If you get into speaking classes, which, believe it or not, I've been in them, you could say obviously they didn't work, but believe it or not, there's been a modicum of improvement throughout the years. But when you take speech classes, they actually, one of the first things they do is they want to help you remove the filler words like and ah and those types of things, so you sound more articulate and intelligent. It's kind of funny though, if you get into politics, they then teach you the opposite, so you look more relatable to the common man, with Barack Obama being one of the most famous ones in terms of him inserting those vernacular into his speeches to appear more relatable. So, I mean, I'm not going to fault it too much for adding likes and ums. It sounds silly, but it's actually what politicians are trained to do, as silly as it sounds. Let's see, not too many contrarian notes here. So this only got 1 like. I think it deserves more than that though. I'll give it 2 likes. This comes from Pete S, who simply has a screenshot of AOC looking confused, which again, you can screenshot anything and make them look bad. Some just have some have a disproportionate amount of awkward frames than others, including myself. But yeah, it's her. She looks silly, and the thought bubble is her thinking of the sipping bird, where it's the plastic bird that, you know, automatically bobs up and down out of the drinking water. And that got 1, but I'll give another one. So I got 2 likes. One of my favorite recent memes comes from Viral Architect saying easily distracted. And it's AOC standing out, it's photoshopped, but it's AOC crying standing outside of a like 7-Eleven or convenience store. She's crying by the ice chest. It says AOC discovers ICE has detention centers outside every 7-Eleven, getting 18 in a second, 19 likes. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if this actually, and again, maybe this gets her some more donations and accolades from the Democrat Party because they appreciate the messaging. But overall, this looks pretty silly. But let me know your thoughts, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how to make the show better and better. Friendly reminder, Saturday night, February 22nd, I'm going to have my first Q&A live stream. I'll get a specific time out in the next couple of days. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.